Welcome to Dauntless Digest. It's our quarterly look around the 99th Regional Support Command. I'm Russell Tuff from the 99th RC Public Affairs Office. We're located here at Joint Base McGuire-Dix-Lakehurst, New Jersey. I'm pleased to have our new Command Chief Warrant Officer with us, CW5 Daniel Sysol. Chief, appreciate you taking a couple minutes of your time to come talk to me today. I know you've been here in the command for the last several months. We just haven't had an opportunity previously to sit down, so I appreciate the time. I think a lot of people outside the military, maybe even inside the military as well, will say, well, you have the officers and they plan, and you have the enlisted and they execute. Where do the warrant officers fall? What exactly is a warrant officer? Can you speak a little bit about your position?
In simple terms, a warrant officer, as you said, the O grades are the planners, the generalists. The warrant officers are the Army specialists, they're the SMEs, the subject matter experts. These are who our commanders go to when they need problems to be solved, basically throughout their career. And that's why we're warrant officers. We stay in our career field for our entire tenure in the Army. Whether it's aviation, like myself, a CID agent, we go through the ranks from W1 up to W5 if we have the opportunity to make it up that high, and we stay specialized in that career field. It gives the commanders an SME in all within different branches of the Army, that go-to person who can answer those questions and solve problems and make our Army more efficient with the knowledge and expertise it needs.
In your civilian career, you're a police officer in Toms River, New Jersey, out here towards the east of the Lakehurst side of the Joint Base. You've been there, how many years have you been with that department?
It's been over 20 years. I believe right now I'll be entering my 22nd year, starting my 23rd after the new year.
Can you talk a little bit about lessons learned from that job that you see transition over well to your new position here with the 99th?
As an officer in the Army or a police officer in the civilian world, you have to have people skills. You have to be a people person because as officers, leaders, and managers, we get things done through people. And the best way to do that is to make sure you use your people wisely, effectively, but you also need to talk to them. You need to talk with people with respect and dignity, and make sure they know how important they are to whatever thing you're trying to accomplish. And as a police officer, that has always translated to me as far as how to deal with people since day one of the job. And as an officer, through the ranks from going from W1 to W5, it's all about how you deal with people. Because even though we're the expert in everything we do as far as a career field is concerned, we still need to use people within our career field to get things done. Using soldiers with how they do things, advising our commanders, and it's how we communicate the message of our expertise to our commanders to assist in anything they need us to do effectively and efficiently.
Despite the fact that we see a reduction in personnel across the military, there's a gaping hole, particularly in the Army Reserves, with warrant officers. Can you talk a little bit about that need and some of the details that go into pursuing that career path?
We're about 1,000 warrant officers short within the reserves. That's a very high number. And the reason for that is because, as stated previously, we're a highly technical career field in different branches within the Army. And these career fields involve schools that are highly specialized and for the most part are usually long. Take for example the boat warrants. The boat warrants, if I'm not mistaken, their school is close to 9 months long. So that's a combination of going to warrant officer school, which is several weeks long. So once you get your appointment as a warrant officer 1, now you have to go to your specialty warrant officer basic course. And some of them go from 5 weeks, 6 weeks, 3 months, 2 months, 9 months. For personnel that have been in the Army that are transitioned to warrant officer corps or cohort, that is sometimes a hard decision to do because it's going to take a lot away from your civilian job, a lot away from your family, and some people at that point in their career are not ready to make that commitment to getting that extra schooling that they're required for their career. So it becomes a challenge to get the right people, the right fit, to take on the additional responsibility and the extra schooling because it is a commitment. And I've always told people before, out of all the warrant officers I tried to mentor and candidates I tried to mentor, is you have to want the position. It's a very important job within the Army. It takes a lot of dedication, it takes a lot of knowledge, and it takes a lot of want, to want that knowledge, to be able to get that expertise, learn your craft, and be able to be that asset for the commander and for the Army in general. And unless you're willing to do that and take the time to make sacrifices and go to school and do your PME, it's a tough challenge. And we as a warrant officer cohort have to fill those gaps by getting the most qualified people, not take shortcuts, because those are the people we want, the people that want to take the extra step, the commitment to do the schooling and to be the next man up, per se, to take on the challenge of being a warrant officer, to continue our cohort and tradition to do great things.
Well, Chief, I appreciate your time. I mentioned that when we began this conversation a couple of minutes ago. Look forward to having additional conversations with you down the road as you continue to serve here at the 99th.
I'll be right back. Hi! You think you're probably sober?
Yeah.
But you're thinking about taking the back roads home, just in case. If you're probably sober, then why would you do that? Good choice.
Probably okay isn't okay. If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
That's a full glass of wine. I'll be chatting you later.
Our purpose for being here is to offer different services to assist family members on soldiers that are going pre-deployment and also soldiers that are post-deployment. So when the soldier deploys, we want to make sure that the soldier is comfortable, they know that their family members are going to be taken care of, and by doing that, the soldier's in the right frame of mind when they go to do whatever mission and the location that they're going to. They're not worried about what's going on with their family members.
The One Source booth is insanely packed with a whole bunch of information and a whole bunch of stuff that's going to help her when she gets home. I just was in the commander's brief and FRG class, and I didn't know about the call home thing that they do. I think it's making me more comfortable to know that my wife is going to be looked after and taken care of while I'm gone and pushed out, way out of range. It's definitely something special, and I appreciate it.
Visit yellowribbon.mil for more information. Reporting from Oxon Hill, Maryland for the 99th Regional Support Command, I'm Russell Tuff.
Team, good morning from Fort Bragg, North Carolina. Just a reminder here real quick from Double Eagle 6 to all of you. We're about to head into the holiday season. And as we do, a lot of you are going to be traveling, a lot of you are having a good time with your friends, with your fellow soldiers, with your families. And I want you to do that, and it's important you do that. You need to keep checking on your buddies. And a buddy to me is a term, it isn't about necessarily a soldier and another soldier, although that's an important part of it. It's just about checking each other, people who are close to you, making sure they're doing okay, they're being safe, they're being resilient, and they're taking care of themselves. So take extra time, pause, reflect, enjoy, relax, but pay attention. When we get into the new year, I want everybody on this team safe, healthy, motivated, fired up, pumped to roll into the new year and to keep pounding. I'll see you soon.